So hey everyone, with summer and spring right around the corner, we wanted to briefly touch base about how to keep mosquitoes out of your yard during the course of that time frame. So if you're like most people, if you're planning on having people over the spring, during the summer, grilling, relaxing, swimming, letting the kids play, there's one thing that can absolutely ruin the entire vibe, and that's going to be the mosquitoes. And so really you should know exactly what I'm talking about. You're outside, you're having a good time, and then bam, all of a sudden you're slapping your arms, you're slapping your legs, and you're asking yourself, why do we even come outside? But here's the thing, it doesn't always have to be that way. So, a mosquito-free yard isn't really just going to be luck, but it's going to be more so of a strategy. So let's walk through, how to make that happen step by step. So step one here is going to be, making sure that you're eliminating any sort of standing water. This is going to be the golden rule. So mosquitoes breed in shallow, stagnant water. Stuff like bird baths, flower pots, kids' toys even. Clogged gutters are a major one. Even the tray underneath of a grill that catches water during a storm. Those are all areas that can be collecting water. So be sure to check your yard every few days and dump out any sort of standing water that is there. This is one habit that will definitely cut down the mosquito population really before it ever even gets started. So remember this, no water equals no breeding. Step two here is going to be treating the yard. This is where most homeowners really drop the ball. So a proper mosquito control program includes applying a barrier treatment to the areas where mosquitoes actually live, which are going to be shady spots, underneath the decks, in bushes, along the fence lines, and even in the thick of your landscaping. You're not just wanting to spray the lawn, you need to be able to hit the areas where they're really hiding. And so when you do it consistently, be doing it every 21 to 30 days or so during the peak season. This is going to then create a compound effect. So just know that you're not just fighting the swarm. By doing this, you'll be then breaking the cycle. Step three here is that you want to start early. Most people wait until they're already getting bit to do something, and then by then it's already going to be an uphill battle. The key here is that you want to start in early spring before the population really explodes. Prevention beats reaction every single time. So be sure to treat before your first gathering, not after everyone's already getting bit. Step four here is going to be also know your extras. Here are some extra tips. If you have fans on the patio, that could also be a game changer. Mosquitoes, they're terrible flyers. Any sort of airflow is going to throw them off. Another few things to look at is citronella, essential oil diffusers, and even really strategic plantings like lavender or marigolds can really help. Step five here is, the most important thing is that you want to be consistent. One spray or one cleanup isn't going to fix the problem. This is about being proactive over the long haul. The most mosquito-free yards we see, they're on a system, they're on a regular treatment process. Their yards are getting checked regularly, and someone who's really paying attention to all the details is going to have the best results. The final thoughts here is that if your yard is supposed to be a place to really enjoy, not a place to get eaten alive, you've got to take this stuff pretty seriously. But the good news is, once you do, you get your yard back. The barbecues, the late night hangouts, the birthday parties, the peace of mind, that's going to be the return on investment for doing these proactive things. So the real question here is, what's going to be more expensive, a consistent mosquito plan or really not being able to enjoy your own backyard?